from 18 to probably like 23, 24 is probably the toughest time to come to America. I wouldn't advise anyone at that age group to come here. My sister came out, like I came out when I was 21, and it took me years to get into, you know, get to know people, number one, you know, even get involved in a lot of things was just very different, very difficult to do. When I see the other young boys now, like the likes of Thomas Ruddy and them out here, they're kind of lost. You know, there's not many of that age group. The people that are out here are married and kind of like have settled. That age group, there really is nothing to do here in Fairfield for that age group, unless you want to go to the pubs day in, day out, you know, or get involved in something. It's very hard for them. You know, I mean, Stamford now has a bigger contingent, but a lot of them play the Gaelic football. But you don't have that in Fairfield. You got to go to Stamford or New York for that. So I just, the advice to them, I'd say stay at home, you know, until they're really ready to really come out and have work. Do you know what I mean? And get more settled and have somebody to come into that's more involved in sports and go to an area where, you know, that you have more their age group, number one, and number two, more opportunity, you know, as opposed to just going to the pub, you know. So, no, it's a very difficult time for them. Even when Martina Nolan and Keeve and them came out, they were lost. You know, all they did was drank. That's all you could do, you know, until you get to know the people, you know what I mean, to know that age group. I mean, that age group is tough, I think, period, because I've never seen that age group hang around where we are, like in the Irish club, like in the Irish community. You don't see that age group. You know, you have to go like wherever they go to the other bars, you know what I mean, Skybox, I guess. I don't know where they go. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I've just noticed that always, that you never see that age group.
Yeah.
So, right.
And you know what I'm realizing, what I'm forgetting? I didn't even talk to you about the club. You're the president of the Gaelic American Club?
Oh, I am, yes, actually. Just, in January I took over the reins from Jim O'Connor. Yes, I did indeed. That's going very well at the moment. We had a lot of changes and we hope to, you know, move forward and get the camaraderie more around the club and just get different organisations. It's really communication is a major problem in the club. And I think, you know, that's our big goal this year, is to communicate with everybody, the different groups, Feile, GAC working together. Because, I mean, a lot of people, you know, feel that Feile are, you know, really just these, I don't know, outrageous people are, you know, doing on their own agendas and everything, which, I mean, they really are not. They're very good for our club, you know, for the tax deduction and everything. So, I mean, everything has its purpose, you know, in life. And I really think moving forward, you know, hopefully the purpose will shine now and people will realise that GNC and Feile can really work together and everybody can work together. And as the prayer says, and be malice towards none, right? So hopefully.
Were you excited when you were?
Actually, I was. I had been so much involved in the club, you know, and it's going back to Joey's time. At that time, you know, Joey Moran really got me involved in the club. And I was kind of ready for it. I mean, I served on a lot of committees. I was always involved in the politics, for the use of a better word, of the club. And so I knew what I was getting myself in for, you know. So it was kind of like a good year for me just to come on board. No one else wanted the position, number one. And so when they asked me, I said I would do it. But do it too on the basis that they realise that, you know, I give everything 500%. You know, I'm not here, you know, to be abused either, you know. So, and I think people have been gracious of that. I'm very honest, very open on what's going on. So, I mean, you really shouldn't have a problem, and people can see for themselves, you know, and if they can't, and if people are sceptical, they should come to the meetings and find out what's going on instead of sitting at the bar trying to, you know, figure it all out. And that's what's wrong, you know, a lot of it is just lack of communication. People, you know, just believe what they want to believe and hear what they want to hear, and it's hard. From that perspective, it's hard, but reality is you're going to have that. So, you know, and from that perspective, I don't have a problem. I just move forward. I'm a very positive person. I really don't dwindle on, you know, what the other person said. Unless they're going to say it to me, I really don't. I take it for a pinch of salt at that point. It doesn't bother me. So, yeah.
What would you consider your greatest accomplishment, Jude?
You mean in life or just at the club?
No, in life.
My greatest accomplishment, I think surviving America would be my greatest accomplishment. To be honest, no, I mean, my greatest accomplishment is, I really don't have one particular, like one big accomplishment. I think in most things, to be honest, like that I do, that I have enough accomplishment out of that. I give 500%. So, I mean, everything I do is an accomplishment to me. Like, I mean, they're all one of the greats, you know, is, I guess, being president of the club. I mean, that is a fantastic accomplishment and a great achievement. But, you know, I just go through life very happy-go-lucky. And as I say, like, you know, I really couldn't say that I've one particular accomplishment that you know, I'm very proud of everything that I've done. I really, you know, I don't really have too many regrets, you know. What was dished out to me, I dealt with very, very well, and I'm here, you know. So and that's really it, you know. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know.
Well, in closing, is there anything that you would like to add?
No, but just thank you very much for taking all your time to do all these interviews, and hopefully somebody down the road will appreciate all these interviews. So I hope Cassie, you know, and the people coming up through the actual Irish club, and hopefully the Gaelic American club will be still here, that people will want to find out what all the Gaelic American club was really all about and what the people were all about. And I thank you very much. That's really all I want to say.
Well, thanks to you, Jude.
Thanks very much. Am I done?